Yesterday, Hualian Science and Technology established leading position in domestic welding cutting field for more than 20 years. Today, Hualian people is creating new miracle for the development of China national industry. In 1987, Hualian successfully developed the first CNC cutting machine, which indicated that we entered into the CNC cutting equipment area. At present, all CNC flame cutting machines and CNC precision plasma cutting machines have gained CE certificate. In 1993, successfully developed the first H-steel automatic welding production line in China, which established our leading position of steel structure equipment in our country. In 1998, successfully developed box beam welding production line, which promoted the development of high steel buildings in our country. In 1999, successfully developed the first CNC plane drilling machine. In 2002, successfully developed GCG CNC steel pipe cutting machine. In 2003, successfully developed H-steel secondary processing production line, the first one in domestic China. In 2005, successfully developed the first T-beam high-efficient assembling welding production line for shipbuilding in domestic China, and gradually provided a full set of welding, assembling, processing equipment for the shipbuilding industry. Now, Hualian has successfully researched spare parts assembling welding production line and hull plane section production line. The self-developed FCB high-efficiency butt welding equipment, filling in the domestic blank in this field, made great contribution to nationalization of shipbuilding equipment. This equipment was listed into Jiangsu Provincial Transformation Project of Scientific and Technological Achievements. In 2006, successfully developed U-rib welding equipment, which indicated that we entered into bridge building. In 2009, successful introduction of Engineering Robot Welding Center brought Hualian Science and Technology into a new developing era. Development of Hualian products is a continual creative process. Wuxi Hualian Science and Technology Group Company Limited, formerly founded in 1987, was developed from a small private-owned enterprise, Wuxi Hualian Welding Cutting Equipment Factory, and now Hualian becomes a famous brand in China. Hualian keeps improving on products manufacturing, regards people as basic, treat customer as center, insists on self-innovation, and now makes powerful progress during daily severe market competition and production. Sales and profits steadily increases, proceeding greatly over other counterparts in China. Hualian has undergone a journey with winds and rains, is developing continuously. Now the group has Wuxi Hualian Precision Machinery Company Limited, Wuxi Hualian Numerical Control Technology Company Limited, and Wuxi Liancheng Steel Company Limited, 3 subsidiaries as well as Provincial Technology Center and Provincial Engineering Research Center, and now is the largest production base for welding engineering automatic equipment in China. Hualian deeply believes that science and technology is the primary productive force. For production learning research comprehensive development and use, Hualian, taking advantage of Provincial Enterprise Technology Center and Postdoctor Workstation Branch, cooperates with many universities and scientific research institutions. Now the company has researched and developed many kinds of CNC system operation software by itself, and has been invited to edit or assist to edit many national, local, industrial regulations. In total, the company applied 275 patents, among which 96 got patent certificates. Talents are the foundation of enterprise continuous development. All rivers run into sea. Hualian now has more than 200 technical staff specialized in different fields, among which more than 50 professor-level senior engineers, doctors, masters, etc. medium and advanced talents. The company periodically organizes training according to employees' actual situation and tries to improve their comprehensive accomplishments, gradually forming old, middle-aged, and young three-generation training system. Product quality is the foundation of enterprise development. Therefore, Hualian Science and Technology spent much money on CNC gantry boring and milling machine, CNC gantry planer, etc. More than 30 sets of large-scale equipment so as to guarantee precision and reliability of technological control during processing. From the first cutting machine to present large-scale laser revolving plasma cutting machine, Hualian has won 30% market share in CNC cutting field. In steel construction industry, Hualian plays a great role in hundreds of leading steel structure enterprises, such as Baoyi Construction, Grand Tower, Huning Steel Structure, Hangzhou Steel Structure, Honglu Steel Structure, Dawei Group, and Chengkong Steel Structure. In shipbuilding industry, Hualian Science and Technology also makes new contributions to national enterprises. Dalian Shipbuilding Industry, Shanghai Zhenhua Heavy Industry, Qingdao Shipbuilding Heavy Industry, Qingdao Wuchan Heavy Industry, Dalian Cosco Shipbuilding Industry, Cosco Zushan Shipyard, Shanghai Qingyang Shipbuilding, Jiangsu New Jianqi Shipbuilding, Jiangsu East Heavy Industry, etc. Domestic first-class shipbuilding enterprises are golden customer of Hualian. Hualian also pays special attention to the development of international market. Till now, Hualian products have been sold to countries and areas in Europe, Africa, Australia, South America, Middle East, and Southeast Asia. Hualian Science and Technology Group, taking innovative and honest working spirit and principle, endeavors to make precise products, make golden brands, expand and strengthen the enterprise. All Hualian people will share one dream and pursue a bright future. Wuxi Hualian Science and Technology Group Company Limited has been focusing on metal cutting equipment development, production, and sales service for more than 20 years. In 1987, the company successfully developed China's first optical tracking cutting machine, formally entered the cutting equipment manufacturing industry. Now the company annually produces and sells various types of CNC plasma flame cutting machine, more than 500 pieces, exports more than 100 pieces. The product covering gantry type ordinary CNC cutting machine, high precision CNC gantry cutting machine, table CNC cutting machine, CNC pipe intersection cutting machine, H-beam CNC profile cutting machine, and other series machinery. Wuxi Hualian Science and Technology Group has the highest sales turnover of coordinates cutting machine in China. Also one of the inspection standards drafters of coordinates cutting machine in China. In 2008, the company was named as one of the 3 backbone enterprises in cutting machine industry area. GS Series CNC Plasma Flame Cutting Machine is a digital program control automatic equipment for sheet metal cutting. Process control. This machine is controlled by industrial computer, using gas flame or plasma arc as cutting source. It can cut any graphics in low-carbon steel, aluminum, copper, and other metal plates, and cutting thickness from 0.8 millimeters to 300 millimeters. The products are widely used in shipbuilding, steel structures, engineering machinery, automobile, pressure vessel, and other industries. This series of cutting machines have the following characteristics. 1. The cutting machine adopts HLJD SK2005 Industrial Computer CNC System of international standards developed independently by the company of their own. 15 LED graphic interface, menu icons makes it easy for operating. Unique steel angle correction function and memory breakpoint function ensure continuous processing operations. Also, it makes use of open modular hardware and software structure to facilitate the upgrading of the entire system. Troubleshooting and maintenance for all parts. 47 kinds of standard graphics libraries and grid graphics files. Support for EIA code, G-code, and the ESSI code. Identifiable, fast CAM, CASA conversion code. Graphics and document coding system was shown to facilitate online learning. Meanwhile, we can equip the machine with imported America Hypotherm Micro EDGE or EDGE Pro Control System, CMC Company Bernie 10 System, or Spain Fago 8035 Control System, according to different requirements of users. 2. Beans and frame of the machine are all using welded box type structure. Go through hole annealing after welding, which eliminates the welding stress. Makes it good rigidity and high precision, less inertia, stable performance, and so on. 3. Wide range of processing. Workpiece width from 2 meters to 20 meters in length, up to 100 meters or more. 4. Using imported all-digital AC servo drive system, high-precision linear guide-oriented positioning, mechanical transmission with 7 precision rack and pinion drive, gearbox using imported low-gap planetary gearbox. Transmission of the machine added automatic backlash compensation device so that it can achieve zero backlash drive, which ensures good use of equipment performance and cutting precision. 5. Besides the commonly used plasma cutting torch and flame torch, the machine can also equip unlimited rotation plasma cutting torch for any graph cutting groove, straight tri-cutting torch for beveling of V, Y, also K-type. Others like powder spray marking devices, automatic ignition, all can be configured so as to improve the working efficiency. 6. Regarding the plasma power supply, customer can choose the ones developed by our own company or imported ones like Hypotherm Series, Kelberg Series, Thermal Dynamic Series, ESAB Series, etc. For fume extraction, you can choose semi-wet cutting, underwater cutting, dry dust ventilation, and other means. 7. This series cutting machine includes the advantages of full function, good rigidity, high precision, and aesthetic appearance. The maximum travel speed up to 24 meters per minute. CNC Table Plasma Cutting Machine is a high-speed and high-precision plasma cutting equipment. It uses plasma arc as cutting source. Also can cut any graphics in low-carbon steel, aluminum, copper, and other metal plates, especially for sheet of medium or thin thickness. This machine has advantages like compact and flexible structure, small area covering, easy installation and operation, simple maintenance, beautiful appearance, smooth transmission, reliable and high precision cutting, etc. GS G-Series CNC pipe cutting machine is CNC controlled automatic intersection cutting equipment. There are 3-axis, 4-axis, 5-axis 3 models available. This machine uses parametric data input, digital control system that can do programming of tube process automatically. It can do branch pipe cutting, mother pipe intersecting cutting, rectangular and multi-hole pipe intersecting line cluster cutting. Processing diameter ranges from 60 millimeters to 1500 millimeters. Now it's not only widely used in sports stadiums, airports, railway stations, and other large public buildings where tube processing, but also used in shipbuilding, bridges, power tower, petrochemical, and other industries. ZKW Series CNC 3-dimension drilling machine is fully automatic control of 7-axis. It can make drilling on 3 faces of large H-beam simultaneously. The machine has characteristics of high automation, strong rigidity, high precision, stable performance, high reliability, and high efficiency. It is the most ideal choice for H-beam drilling. ZK Series CNC drilling machine is for making hole and flange plate. especially for junction plate and steel fabrication. This equipment combines control system, digital AC servo system, optical encoder, magnetic gate devices, and precise mechanical components together. All this make the machine high precision, high reliability, high productivity, also high technology adaptability. Operators only need to input size of the workpiece, and this input size can be recalled again for using. No need to order the preparation of complex processing steps. This greatly improves production efficiency and is really ideal equipment for automatic, efficient metal drilling. The common H-beam steel production line. Our company is specialized in manufacturing complete equipment of H-beam steel and is the biggest steel structure equipment manufacturing base. The production line of common H-beam steel is composed of some main equipments, such as cutting machine, H-beam assembling machine, gantry submerged arc welding machine, straightening machine, shot blasting machine, and etc. It is more flexible and can be operated independently by single machine on the manufacturing technology. In order to improve whole operating efficiency, it also can be added some device discretionarily at different parts if technology requires. But it needs to depend on hoisting equipment during the process of changing. It is required that workshop should have certain ability and amount of hoisting. HG Series H-beam automatic spot welding assembling machine adopts international universal technology, one-side mechanical location, and one-side hydraulic compaction. It can accomplish assembly and auto spot welding of H-beam steel automatically. MZG Series H-beam gantry submerged arc welding machine adopts many advanced technologies, such as Symbiform submerged arc welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, welding flux auto spread and recycling, etc. And it can weld longitudinal seam of 2 pieces of H-beam steel automatically. JZ Series H-beam flange straightening machine adopts upper roll and transmission roll to make up a lever and forces 2 sides flange plate in the meantime, and straightens H-beam flange through transmitting workpiece. H-beam automatic welding production line. H-beam automatic welding production line is developed on the base of main H-beam production equipments. Equips with proper accessory equipments such as 90-degree hydraulic turning over frame, 45-degree, 60-degree hydraulic turning over frame, bidirectional steel conveyor turning over machine, and transmitting roller, etc. It realizes automatic production procedure of H-beam, except cutting layoff and exchanging procedure after H-beam assembly and flange plate straightening. The whole process doesn't need hoisting. It greatly improves the producing efficiency and reduces the work intensity. HGS Series H-beam heavy type automatic spot welding assembly machine adopts international universal technology, one-side mechanical location, and one-side hydraulic compaction. It can accomplish assembly and auto spot welding of ultra-large H-beam steel automatically. 90-degree hydraulic turning over frame is inside of H-beam assembly machine's transmitting roller, and it can accomplish 90-degree turning over of T-beam or H-beam by synchronization control. 45-degree, 60-degree hydraulic turning over frame can turn over H-beam to 45 degrees, 60 degrees by synchronization control, and it's also in favor of H-beam Symbiform welding. YGJ Series steel moving machine can rise H-beam from transmitting roller by hydraulic elevation and transmit it to 45 degrees, 60 degrees hydraulic turning over frame. XMHA Series cantilever H-beam automatic submerged arc welding machine adopts many advanced technologies, such as Symbiform submerged arc welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, and welding flux auto spread and recycling, etc. And it can weld each longitudinal seam of H-beam steel automatically. YFJS Series 180-degree bidirectional steel conveyor turning over machine is inside of transmitting roller ordinarily and turns over H-beam to 180 degrees by bidirectional turning over arms. And it's also in favor of welding reverse seam of H-beam. YJ Series H-beam flange plate hydraulic straightening machine is applicable of straighten thicker H-beam flange plate. Its upper roll adopts axle box composition, so it has bigger straighten pressure and steady performance. Its main transmission adopts large universal coupling, cylindrical gear reducer, hydraulic motor, so it has big transmitting torque and good protective value. MZGT Series double cantilever trolley submerged arc welding machine is double cantilever trolley composition and adopts Symbiform submerged arc welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, welding flux auto spread, and recycling and other technologies. It can weld two pieces of large-scale H-beam together and is of high efficiency. H-beam horizontal assembly welding production line. This production line is applicable of lighter H-beam, and it is composed of H-beam edge spot welding machine, 2 series of horizontal assembly welding machine, chain turning over machine, straightening machine, transmitting roller, and etc. It adopts single arc and double wires flat angle submerged arc welding technology, so 2 welding seam of H-beam can be assembled and welded at the same time. And it realizes automation of H-beam manufacture, and it greatly improves labor efficiency and decreases labor intensity. Edge spot welding machine adopts hydraulic tightening, permanent magnet absorption of flange, and mechanical lifting web to pre-assemble and fasten edge of H-beam. MWZ horizontal H-beam assembly and welding machine adopts hydraulic compaction of flange, double driving by hydraulic motor, and mechanical location of web to assemble H-beam. And it adopts single arc and double wires flat angle submerged arc welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, welding flux auto spread, and recycling and other technologies. So it can accomplish welding of 2 longitudinal seams and assembly of H-beam at the same time. And it's of high efficiency. Chain 180 degrees turning over machine adopts 2 endless chain to wrap up H-beam, so H-beam can realize 360 degree turning over by turning of endless chain. Box column welding production line. According to different type of main machines, it has gate type and cantilever type. According to different productive technologies, it's composed of cutting machine, edge milling machine, inner isolation plate assembly machine, box assembly machine, electroslag welding machine, gas shield welding padding machine, submerged arc welding machine, face milling machine, shot blasting machine, steel conveyor turning over machine, parallel steel moving machine, transmitting roller, and etc. All machines can combine into a production line or used separately for important processing section. XBJ Series Edge Milling Machine can rotate milling tip to milling groove after plate pressed by hydraulic pressing mechanism. HFJ Series Inner Isolation Plate Assembly Machine can assemble the plate by mechanical location, pneumatic lock, 180 degree turning over, and manual tack welding. ZUZB Series U-type box type assembly machine can eliminate the gap of inner isolation plate by adopting hydraulic pressing mechanism to press the box column. And it can accomplish assembly by manual spot welding. DZX Series Cantilever and MDZ Series Gantry Electroslag Welding Machine can weld long hole of inner isolation plate and web plate by 2 sets of electroslag welding system on moving mechanism and transverse beam. And electroslag welding can be divided into nozzle, consumable, and fuse wire type. XMHQ Series Box Cantilever and MHQ Series Box Gantry Dual Wire Glass Shield Welding Padding Machine adopt dual arc, dual wire, and double wires gas shield welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, and other technologies. So it can accomplish gas shield welding of 2 sides welding seams of box column, and it's of high efficiency. MHHJ Series Box Cantilever and MHJC Series Box Gantry Submerged Arc Welding Machine Adopt dual arc, dual wire, and double wires gas shield welding, mechanical welding seam auto tracing, and welding flux auto spread and recycling, and other technologies. So it can accomplish submerged arc welding of two sides, welding seams of box column, and it's of high efficiency. DX series face milling machines presses box column by hydraulic support and accomplishes plain milling of box column's face by milling power tip, which is controlled by PLC. Series of shot blasting machine. Roller type and dolly type shot blasting machine can clean large H-beam, box column, and other steel structures. Its cleaning room and shot blasting device layout is reasonable. Shot blasting scope is extensive and clean workpiece completely. LGP series steel plate shot blasting machine can clean surface of steel plates continuously. It's highly structured, small volume, low cost. Series welding auxiliary engine. LHJ series column welding manipulator is applied widely in the industries of boiler, pressure vessel, pipe and metal structure, etc. Matching with turning rolls, positioner or tilter, it can accomplish internal and external longitudinal weld and circumferential weld and all-position welding of large diameter pipe. Welding system, as well as welding seam, tracing system, swing system, monitoring system, welding flux automatic transmission, and recovering system can be selected according to different technological requirements. MZ Series Automatic Submerged Arc Welding Machine. MZ Series SCR Automatic Submerged Arc Welding Machine can be equipped with welding equipment for automatic welding. If it is equipped with welding dolly, it can realize semi-automatic submerged arc welding. It's a kind of multi-purpose welding power. Adopts high-performance SCR and advanced IC control, and has dropping and flat characteristics. T-beam fully automatic assembling welding production line is an assembling welding production line special for high-efficient mass production of T-beam for shipbuilding. It consists of chamfering machine, web plate automatic feeding turning over device, web plate automatic supporting device, web plate automatic centering device, automatic assembling machine, automatic positioning welding device, automatic transversal moving storaging device, anti-collision device, clamping device, multi-electrode welding machine, straightening machine, etc. Achieving automation of chamfering assembling, welding, and straightening. T-beam automatic assembling machine. This machine can assemble and positioning weld central and eccentric T-beam. It has many advantages, such as precise centering, convenient and fast, alignment of the top of panel and web plate, and can transfer workpiece for continuous positioning welding. T-beam plain chamfering machine. Applying rolling principle, this machine quickly and efficiently rolls the edge of workpiece, making it round angle. It could be used to replace traditional manual burr removal, chamfering procedure, and ground angle procedure. Even the ground angle, beautiful appearance, high producing efficiency, and low labor force. This equipment is ideal equipment for shipbuilding, steel structure, etc. enterprises. T-beam multi-electrode welding machine. This machine can double-side weld many pieces of assembled T-beam simultaneously. The control system applies automatic control of PLC and single-chip microcomputer, so the welding speed could be stored and called. Centrally control current and voltage. Apply touchscreen to input dates. Either single arc, single wire, or dual arc, dual wire welding is available. The speed can reach high-speed welding as 1 meter per minute. Mechanical guiding tracing and electric tracing of welding seam is applicable. Welding dust is centrally collected, purified and released so as to not pollute the environment. T-beam straightening machine. Applying cold processing principle, this equipment could effectively straight T-beam side deformation, bending deformation, and panel angle deformation. No rebounding occurs after straightening. Components assembling and welding product line. This equipment is high-efficient professional welding equipment for mass production of hull components. Transported by roller conveying system, components of hull moves according to processing sequence, greatly reducing hoist of crane. One time of hoist can finish welding of many processes. This production line is equipped with one set of material distribution workstation, 4 sets of position welding workstation or fillet welding workstation. Workstation consists of work platform, roller elevating device, and conveying roller, welding gantry, etc. Components butt welding device. This equipment is used for panel butt welding of ship-used plate in any direction. Applying dual arc, dual wire welding method. Maximum seam is 8 to 12 meters in length. There is no need beveling and root cleaning of back face for thickness less than 20 millimeters. This system applies semi-gantry frame structure so as to load submerged arc welding source, flux recycling device, double wire submerged arc welding trolley, etc. Panel section assembling welding production line. This production line mainly consists of steel plate pre-assembling plate, FCB single-side welding double-side forming welding station, plate conveyor chain, longitudinal vertical conveyor, longitudinal frame installation machine, multi-electrode longitudinal frame welding, section conveying trolley, rib gantry frame, rib plate welding gantry frame, section jack-up device, supporting roller, etc., so as to achieve automatic production of hull section from steel plate butt welding to longitudinal frame assembling, welding and rib plate assembling, welding and jack-up for feed-out. FCB welding station. This machine applies tri-arc, tri-wire quadruple power supply submerged arc welding method and can do single-side welding, double-side forming to plate 8 to 35 millimeters in thickness. It mainly consists of main gantry, welding trolley, lifting device of welding torch, right-left transversal moving device of welding torch, seam laser welding tracing device, top flux cycle device, welding perimeter storage device, electromagnetic platform device, copper liner device, flux placing and cleaning trolley, bottom flux recycle device, submerged welding system, etc. Because the opposite side of steel plate uses copper plate as linear, the connecting part of copper plate has flexural ability in up and down direction and can be bended up and down along the longitudinal direction of seam, so that the sealing between copper plate and seam is excellent. Because the straightness in right and left direction is good, so not only opposite seam from butt welding of steel plate with the same thickness is good, that from butt welding after sharpen of steel plate with different thickness is also good. When this machine is in operation, it can monitor welding current, voltage and speed at any time and feedback welding current, voltage and speed promptly, compare with settled value and automatically adjust once error is found. Therefore, even seam can be got under consistent condition without any change of welding condition. This machine has welding condition prefix function, 99 items welding condition at most. Appoint certain number and the welding condition can be fixed automatically. Therefore, factors such as adjusting error of welding condition and read error of meter can be removed. Welding under best condition can be lasted from beginning to the end. Therefore, even the operators are changed. The welding condition can be managed as well. Longitudinal frame installation machine. Gantry frame of this machine takes longitudinal frame from tray and hoists it to assembling position and presses the panel of longitudinal frame with top pressure head, while the two sides of longitudinal frame are lifted up by electromagnetic sucker, so as to eliminate gas between longitudinal frame web plate and bottom plate, and its attachment with longitudinal frame is better. Do spot welding every 1000 millimeters and interlace on the two sides. After spot welding, the gantry starts assembling of the next longitudinal frame. Multi-electrode longitudinal frame welding machine. This machine applies dual-wire single-bath or dual-wire dual-bath CO2 gas shielded high-speed welding method. Welding speed reaches 1.1 meters per minute, and fillet is 6 to 9 millimeters in height. This machine can weld 4 pieces or 6 pieces assembled longitudinal at the same time. Control system applies PLC and single-chip microcomputer automatic control and current. Voltage and welding speed of 16 sets or 24 sets gas-shielded welding source could be automatically centrally managed and controlled at the same time. Electric tracing technology developed by our company is used to automatically trace 8 pieces or 12 pieces seam in full length. Welding dust is centrally collected, purified, and released so as to not pollute the environment. Rib plate assembling welding machine. Semi-automatic CO2 gas-shielded welding source of this machine is equipped on movable semi-gantry and used for positioning and welding of rib plate on plane so as to avoid dragging welding wire. Hull section transversal moving trolley series. This device, professional for delivery of large-scale section, formed by 2 groups of trolley bodies moving on rail by a mount of trolleys. The trolley is equipped with jack-up organ and can jack up and transport panel section. Its capacity reaches 450 ton. Hull section jack-up device. This device is installed on feed-out position. Hydraulic jack-up device elevates section to a certain position high enough, usually 2,500 millimeters, so that planned convoying trolley can stop below the section and bring it away. This device can bear 450 ton. Welding cantilever rack. This device is installed on column of plant and could revolve according to position of workpiece. This makes it convenient to deliver welding system above workpiece, and there is no need dragging welding wire on ground. Safe and high efficient. Every set of arm can bear 2 to 6 sets of semi-automatic CO2 welding device.